This technique is called thrusting lance. Thrusting lance is another knife defense concept. This one's against a stabbing knife, linear motion, stabbing into my chest. So again, I use the word concept in regards to knife defenses, gun defenses. We need to be sure that we are categorizing them correctly, and they're not foolproof. They're definitely explorations of motion, and this motion and the study of these techniques will definitely make you not only a better mover, but it gives you some great ideas out there that can actually be used in a practical sense on the street against some of these weapons. But just keep in mind that it's just an idea, okay? And it's not meant to be used in its entirety for real on the street. So I just want you guys as students to make sure you're opening your brain to the correct way to approach this. This one's very, very difficult. We're gonna go ahead and bring in Sensei Gabe right off the bat. Much easier to show you right off the bat on a sensei and a human being, definitely, with the strikes and everything. So as he comes in, I'm going to step off the line and slightly up the circle with my left leg. I'm going to use a downward hammer strike for my first attempt in disarming. If you notice when I do so, my left hand is still active as well. The left hand is dropping down as I parry, getting my center line obviously off the line, and then downward striking with the hammer trying to disarm using that radial nerve shot. Immediately when I hit, I'm going to even make an adjustment by push dragging in and grabbing a hold of that arm. When I do so, trying to control the weapon, if he pulls back, he's going to hit it into the groin with a tiger's claw. Okay, now from this position, I do have an opportunity to use a nice solid elbow insert there. Now, here's the next section of exploration. I'm going to use the right elbow wing up against the back of his arm, right up against his elbow joint. As I step back with my right leg, I'm going to use that as leverage here. Then I'm going to turn that into a wrist lock. Okay, think spiral and twig here. Okay, now this wrist lock gives me an opportunity, much greater opportunity than before, to disarm. Whether I disarm myself or whether the wrist lock makes him drop the knife. Now, if I have the knife, I'll show you the original version there. If I end up with the knife in my hand, we'll go through that in a couple minutes. Now from this position, I'm going to use my chicken kicks, left, right, land with a pak sal, a little slap down check, as I rise up with that first knuckle, two knuckle punch, and then a downward back fist, and then a hammer, and another figure eight downward hammer. Now this hand comes up and around to the back of the arm as I do a front to back switch. I'm going to use that switch to hit and kind of bring him up on his toes a little bit here with my forearm. Now I'm going to use a back to front switch, taking my right leg to my left leg. Now this is my version. I like to strike through here, creating a little leverage here. And I'm going to take my left and take a spread to his right leg. Boom. From here, I'm going to continue bending him over. Originally, it was taught as a hammer to the heart. We're going to chop to the throat. This is a serious situation, definitely serious enough for me to take a kill shot. So to the throat, bam, cross out, step back, undo. Okay, so a little different than maybe a version that you've seen online, but this is just my take on this technique. This time I'll go over what happens if you do end up with the knife and what the lesson is with the cuts there. So as he comes in, I shoot that first attempt, right? I grab a hold, he pulls in, I strike, I make sure that I keep control of the weapon. I use my first attempt on that elbow, second attempt on the wrist. If I do grab the weapon and I have it in my control here, I throw the chicken kicks, and now I will slice up, slice down. Take it in a reverse grip, slice in, slice up, and then to the back end. From here, I do the same move. Boom, slice and cut through the face, take the leg out, and then stab back. Okay, sir? Now this one's definitely something that you're going to probably need some guidance with in a live lesson with a human being. So absolutely take a look at it. If you're a student and you're using this as a tool to learn it, take a look at the outline, move with it, and then obviously make sure you ask some questions. Get yourself on the mats with us, and we'll help you through it. Okay? That's thrusting lance. Good luck.